In this heat is Duane Solomon of the United States. He was third at the U.S. Olympic trials to make his first U.S. Olympic team.
And Tom, if you like an underdog, here's your guy. Solomon played basketball his early years, then chose track and field and the 800 at his junior year at Cabrillo-Lompoc High School. That's about an hour north of Santa Barbara, where they only had a dirt track there. He told me he had years where things did not go well. He could have hung it up, but he stuck with it. And it's a good thing he did, because he did have that amazing Olympic trials performance, and said that being here in London is a dream come true.
I love this story. He had to not only finish in the top 3, he had to run the Olympic qualifying time in the race. He did that in style, and then he went over to Europe in one of the pre-Olympic races and lowered his personal best by more than a second to run 1:43.44. That's the fastest time by an American in 15 years.
Former All-American at USC, and he is in lane 5.
His coach is Johnny Gray, one of the all-time great 800-meter runners globally. Still holds the American record, which is 27 years old.
And Solomon begins his run. Top 3 finishers automatically move on to the semifinals, plus the next 3 fastest overall. And Solomon off to a fast start.
I think Solomon shows any deference to his coach, Johnny Gray. The record that Gray has is almost as old as Solomon himself.
Solomon is also 27 years old.
And I like the fact that he's gone out in front. The perfect situation would have been if these guys who are in the last qualifying heat had gotten together and said, hey, if we really go out fast and we work together on that third 200 meters, 6 of us could qualify for this final, because it's 3 automatic and 3 on a time basis.
Solomon leads. Mutakanga of Uganda is second. Joseph of Haiti is third. And Andre Oliver of South Africa is fourth.
Whether they had an agreement or not, it sort of worked out that way. Solomon leading through just over 50 seconds. Most of the other heats were in the 52s or 53s for the first lap. And he's keeping it moving in the third 200 meters.
Solomon opening up a little bit on the back stretch here. Olivier, actually, of South Africa, get the pronunciation right, is into second place.
And Solomon's got to be careful not to go to sleep as he rounds the final turn here. He's got to really run off of this turn to solidify his position and make sure he's in one of those 3 qualifying positions.
And he leads it into the home straightaway. Olivier, South Africa, is in second place. Coming into third is Lodderich of the Netherlands. Now takes over second. And Solomon leads up right at the finish line and will finish officially in second place as he eased up just in the final strides.
A super confident, super controlled performance, what we want to see in a qualifying round. Johnny Gray used to go out and do that in his qualifying, taking the lead and kind of letting the others decide what they were going to do in his wake. He came off that turn, and this is the point at which he started looking at the others by consulting the big screen. He knew he had it, he knew he could shut it down, and he really did as he came to the closing strides. His end time very similar to the other heats.